Celia looked at Nina with pained eyes. Meanwhile, Nina sat down on the edge of the desk, her arms crossed across her chest, and a haughty expression on her face. When she saw Celia glaring at her, she grew angry. "What are you looking at?" she snapped. "You don't like the way I'm treating you?" Celia's eyes began to fill with tears. She asked in a low voice, "Why do you have it out for me? What have I done to you?" "Done to me?" Nina laughed and said, "Don't think yourself too highly. I'm not targeting you. I'm only putting you in your place. Even though on the surface you may look like a shy and proper woman, I know what you did and when you think no one is watching. If you think about it, I'm doing you a favor. If you continue to indulge the intention of someone like Gordon, people will lose respect for you in the office." Celia just stood there, her mouth agape. Nina continued, "I'll tell you, Mrs. Rothman, you might have fooled the others, but I see who you really are. I've seen plenty of women like you, eager to cozy up to Gordon for your own personal gain. Did you think you were going to get away with it? No, I know how to deal with women like you." She paused. She had the entire office on bated breath. "I feel so bad for your husband. You really pulled the wool over your eyes, haven't you? You're a great actress. Maybe you can even make it to Hollywood." She smiled and stared straight at Celia. "You're lying!" shouted Celia. Nina hopped off the desk in a quick and fluid motion and stood mere centimeters from Celia's face. She towered over her. She bellowed, "You dare to point at me? What arrogance you have! Do you even think I don't see right through you?" She then slowly and very firmly grabbed Celia's chin and brought it closer to her face, so that Celia's neck was straining upwards. Her fingers were gripping Celia so tightly they turned white, and Celia's face began to glow red. She leaned down and whispered in her ear, "I will destroy you, and when I do, there will be nothing you can do to defend yourself. If you so much as touch me, or I even hear rumors spreading about me in the office, I'll have your head. I will have security throw you out faster than you can even imagine." Nina's grasp on Celia's face was painfully hard. Tears were falling from her eyes. She felt very uncomfortable and helpless. In the hallway, the employees listened on in terror. Nina was a villain, but what could they do? Carly's heart ached for Celia. "What is taking him so long?" she thought to himself. She couldn't wait any longer. She rushed into the office and grabbed Nina's arm, pulling it away from Celia's face. "Stop it!" she screamed. Celia stumbled backward and Carly placed themselves in between them. "What are you doing?" she asked Nina. "Do you really think this is appropriate behavior for an office?" Nina was shocked that she had been grabbed, but when she saw that it was by Carly, an assistant, she became angry. She made herself as big as possible and then said, "You're a mere assistant and you dare to interfere? Guess what? You're fired. Pack your things and leave." Then Nina turned to Celia and said coldly, "As for you, if you apologize to me right now and admit that you inappropriately seduced Gordon, I will not fire you. This time." "I will not," said Celia, regaining her confidence. She walked right up to Nina, finger pointing at her face, and said loudly enough for everyone in the office to hear, "Do not try to slander me. You dare to point your finger at me?" she shouted. "You know I was being generous with my offer just now, and this is how you thank me? Do you really think that no one can see how cheap you really are? Let's show everyone, shall we?" She then began to comment on Celia's clothing, commenting on its low cost, poor construction, and antiquated style. Celia felt vulnerable. She always wore appropriate work clothes, but she never paid much mind to their style. With Dottie's care and their family's lack of money, she'd been frugal with her purchases, often frequenting consignment stores. Carly once again put her body in between Nina and Celia, trying to protect her. Nina grew furious. She narrowed her eyes at Carly and said, "I'm warning you. Don't go against me. You won't like the consequences." Carly did not back away. No one else dared to move. Finally, an angry roar echoed down the hallway. "Stop!" Chase quickly burst into the office. His eyes were bloodshot and his fists clenched. He was full of rage. In his mind, anyone who bullied Celia deserved to be punished. He walked over to Celia and grabbed her hand. As he did so, she finally relaxed, and all of her anger and fear came pouring out. "Chase!" She sobbed, throwing herself into his arms. "I've never been so unfaithful. She's lying. I don't know why. I promise." Chase stared at Nina while he caressed Celia's face. "It's okay," he said comfortably. "I know." She began to cry even harder. The relief poured over her in waves. "Why didn't you come sooner?" she said. Even though she had not wanted him to be involved, he was her rock, and she was his. No matter what happened, she would always be a princess in his eyes. In his life, there was no one more important. To his dying breath, he would protect her. Bringing his thoughts back to the current situation, he looked up at Nina and the woman who had caused this wife such pain. She needed to be taught a lesson. He whispered to Celia, "It's okay, baby girl. I'm here. It's okay." He glared at Nina. And while it was true that his gaze was intimidating, Nina knew that Celia's family didn't come from money. She figured that whoever Celia's husband was, he would have come from a financial background equal to or less than his wife's. Plus, an office employee made, what, less than $4,000 a month? She smiled and said, "So, you're the husband." "I'm warning you to shut your mouth," said Chase sternly. She laughed loudly. "Shut my mouth? Are you stupid? I'm helping you. Didn't you know that your wife was having an affair with someone else?" He was silent. She continued, "You're a fool then, too. Let me tell you, don't even think about trying to intimidate me. I'm the vice president of Megan Makeup. If you want revenge, why don't you start with your cheating wife?" She raised her head arrogantly, confident she had won. Suddenly, and without warning, Chase stepped in front of her menacingly.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.